Hello again, and welcome to my channel. Now, first things first, I am working on several things, mainly reviewing my own videos and seeing if I can clarify some of the things that I've said, only because I've heard one of my own or saw one of my own videos and realized that it wasn't quite clear or choppy. So I'm going to take my time and I'm going to see if I can clarify, maybe confuse you a little more with the things I have to say. Now, this update or this recording that I'm doing for you um, was really about the third eye, and it was going to be very short. But I received a channeling communication from Ra recently, and he says this. He says, the most important thing to keep in mind is this. And first, what he did was he told me his name, and he told me about his protector. It seems he has like a bodyguard. And throughout the day, I think this was on Sunday, I believe, or Monday, I started to just get more information from his initial contact, his initial communication. Things started to seep in slowly, and I'll explain that it's a little more advanced thing to keep in mind for you guys, but it's definitely something that I can explain with time later on. So I asked again a few times to have him tell him his name, and he just kept saying the same name over and over again, and I just learned to confirm that. He told me what his name meant. As he was saying it in his language, I understood it in English as best as I could interpret it. So he says, I am Ra, Lord. And for his protector, he has like a bodyguard, so to speak. He says that his name means protector of Ra. So his core message is this. He says he wants us to continue to detox. Our bodies will not evolve further because all water and food have toxins in them. So we're going to reach a limit of how much we can um, improve ourselves and our bodies and improve our chakra systems so that we can evolve and we can do bigger and better things as humans, right? As humanity as a whole, as a collective. So he says that, and I understood the reason why he said that, because many of you are out there and you are eating healthy, right? You're eating the right foods, you're eating the right vegetables, you're going about your life saying, well, I drink plenty of water and I do this and that. But simply is not enough. You have to have a detox regime to follow along with your healthy eating habits. It's not just that you eat healthy, it's more about also detoxing your body as well. So these are two things that go on simultaneously. So allow me to explain that there is another step further and there's other things that we're going to be able to do going forward. So he expects of those listening and those that care to follow um, the things that I'm saying. He expects us to continue to eat healthy and to continue to detox our bodies at the same time, because we're just going to reach a level of plateau. We won't be able to continue from there. And he does expect for our friendly cousins up there, right, that they will purify the water, purify the soil, remove the pesticides and the toxin from the soil, and pretty much clean up Earth to an extent that we can continue our evolution. So I just wanted to mention that. Now, on another note, when he delivered this message to me, I was driving. I had to pretty much stop driving for a moment and write these things down as I was getting them so I wouldn't forget. Okay? And funny enough, about an hour later, and you can look this up if you want, just don't do it while you're driving safely somewhere. You want to park and do this. Um, you want to look this up because I found it very interesting. When I got home that night, I saw on the news that there was a comet that went from Taunton, Mass, and I think it went all the way up to Derry, New Hampshire, about an hour after I got this channeled message, and it got caught on a dash cam of a police cruiser or something. It's recent news. You should find it. In any case, I found that to be very um, interesting because I didn't need a confirmation, but I guess that's enough to show that these things are real and these are events that are happening real time for the both of us, for all of us that are listening to me. Now, let's see. Well, during that time, I remembered a story, and it happened a long time ago. You know, where there were these. Your third eye can listen, and you can hear, and you can listen and see with your third eye. So you can listen, and you can see. So you can see people, and you can hear conversations. So at one point, I had these two witches that were having a conversation about me. And because you're talking about someone else, you immediately bring that person into your consciousness and you bring that person into your sphere of being. So if you don't want to have any contact or any kind of interaction with someone, just if you can, just don't think about that person, for example, and it'll just move away from your mind. But in this case, these two individuals were having a conversation, and I heard it through my third eye. Now, I don't exactly know or I don't remember what they were saying, but it involved me enough that I had to listen to that conversation. And it felt like our friends upstairs wanted me to listen to that conversation. Um, it was about me. So there I was. Okay? So that's just an example of what your third eye can do. Very limited on time today. I'm actually trying to get some rest. I haven't had a good sleep in the last few days. Nothing major. It's just, it's life, right? It's one of those things. So I'd like to thank you again for viewing my channel, for listening to the things that I have to say. And again, I'm going to focus mostly now on reviewing those videos, maybe re-uploading videos that I've done before so I can get better audio for you guys and maybe a better understanding. And I'm also thinking about clearing up a lot of the things that I've said. So I'm going to be busy doing that going forward. And I may not post anything, but if it's anything quickly that you guys need to know about, any significant events that may be happening, and this is nothing to do with politics, it's specifically just as a channeler and as a messenger of our friendly friends upstairs, right? I would definitely send it out to you, even if it doesn't make sense to me, if it's something that just needs to be said. And I'll put in some information of my own and my opinions, but the message will be delivered, of course, as clear, as concise as I receive it. Also, I did get Ra's name in the language that it was spoken in, but I'm just going to screw it up if I say it, and I decided to keep that for myself because, again, you don't want to be calling on someone like that. It's like Beetlejuice. You don't want to call Beetlejuice. All right, guys. So thank you again. Allow me time to review myself and my channel and a few things so I can clarify as we move forward. And I'd like to thank you for watching. You have a great weekend.